again. Start me over after it again.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take beer off the table.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats. Head held high, I haunt these streets. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep. One more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
I think everyone's a little scared of what's next. Live or die.
We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats. Head held high, I haunt these streets. Lies kill me 100,000 times.
A rivalry that spans 6 decades and 1,200 miles of Atlantic coastline is ready to go here in Miami. It's the Jets against the Dolphins, and it's coming up next. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewer. The ball's teed up, and here we go. Rivalry week at Hard Rock Stadium. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Jukes away from one. And he gets him about 3 yards here on the game's first offensive snap. Well, Brock, every football fan knows that these two have been rivals for decades. As of late in the AFC East, they've had their struggles. Last division title either team was 2008. Last playoff win, kind of shockingly, coming all the way back in 2011.
Kate, some of the biggest names in the history of the sport. Joe Willie, Namath, Dave Marino, Don Shula. Over the last 30 years, the Jets, they've got 11 coaches. The Dolphins, 12. You just can't sustain success without continuity.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. It's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried to link up with his back, David Montgomery. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Hey, 57 colors. Fire down these two. Easy.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. He rolls to his right. Through the 35. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Pressure coming from Mahomes. Jets bringing pressure, and they got it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Gotta figure out this third down here.
Yellow.
Here he goes, third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked by Abdul Carter. And the Jets are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. We don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Williams. Buying some time right. Throwing the out route complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. They'll throw for it. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Arizona State. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on fourth down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
All set now. 1st and 10. They give now to Henderson. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's within striking distance. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Henderson does not score. They not only stop him, backed him up a couple of yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Line up the design keeper. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run with Henderson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points.
Touchdown,
A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Wait! On the line!
Back to work after throwing the pick. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have it on 2nd and short. Play action, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Those 3rd and short blitzes, you just want chaos. You just want to disrupt the clock and the timing of everybody offensively, and the defense got the job done.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
We'll get it completed to Travion Henderson. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Henderson will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Williams. Flush down out to his left. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He fought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Bates' kick is up and good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10.
Yellow. Watch out.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 35 out of that play. And it's going to be first down Miami. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. That's Cox again. It's Kittle. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. It's the rookie out of UCLA, Brock. Carson Swessinger making the stop. Second down now. They need 7.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Ayuk downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game.
Dolphins 7. Chase Elliott set to kick off.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He fields it from the 8. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Back to the line they come, second down. Williams to throw. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Henderson on first and 10. They'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Williams from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has room into the secondary. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets will add to their lead at the end of the half. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Good work so far. He's got room. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Rolling out to his left. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Geesh, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Now here he goes. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Rashad White on the return. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They're going to take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is a Dolphins 1st down. To the air, Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Pass is caught, that's Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami. We've set it down from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. That's to his back. Here's Rashad White. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Yellow.
The give now to White. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
That one gains 7. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
Okay, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Cut near the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads. As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Forced out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. One after added on by Elliott. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game.
17. Dolphins 14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Could make the hook up with Matthew Golden. So they're left facing third and long. Throw here, third down. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Jets first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
On the right side, Henderson trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
He's got a man left. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out third and 12. Here he goes, third and long. Cut down the field, Golden. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Design quarterback run here. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Jets who have it with a lead, but this win is not secure just yet. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Oh, quick throw here, left side. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets making a 9-point advantage. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game.
Dolphins 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Let's go, Lou, Eddie.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. 1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 40.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Hey, 57, 57.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes escapes out to the left. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Easy.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Going the out route complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2. Wow, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play, forced to throw it away right there, an awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
3rd and long for him here. Put the body on the line for his team. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Fight on these two.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. He goes to the hurry up here.
8 yards on the loss brings up 2nd and
All flag is down here. This might be a free play. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Malachi Starks. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. So the penalty takes some of that distance away. Things tightening up here for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Roll the Dudes a touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They look to the end zone on the very first play, Brock. Oh, look at this. They're faking it. And I suspect it'll be a long time before they call a fake extra point again. That was a disaster. Never got close.
Set to kick off.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Off the play fake, Williams. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now they send their back in motion right. This is Henderson on second down. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He finds his running back, Henderson. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days.
They did it! He made the interception! Jack Jones has got it! And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th!
Williams pass.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first. New set of downs for him from the 31.
10 at the 31-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. Pulled in by his back, White. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Yellow! Yellow! Yellow!
Throwing again, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins jump in front late. It's a Rashad White touchdown. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And send the receiver left. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw it. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
To the air yet again. Williams chased out to his right. Finds Hunter downfield. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Looking inside the red zone. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's in, and that's a touchdown, and with almost no time left.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a